Thank you very much to Alexandre and Com and their team for the organization of this wonderful event in Paris. Welcome to Paris. Welcome to NFT Paris. And I'm here this morning to tell you, and in particular our foreign friends, that Paris now is the place to be for Web3. For more than a century, in Paris, we've had the Eiffel Tower. We've had the great wines, the great culture. We still have the Eiffel Tower, the great wine, the great culture. Enjoy your stay in Paris. But now we also have probably the most vibrant Web3 ecosystem in Europe and probably one of the most vibrant in the world. Why is that? Well, because first of all, we have this deep belief that Web3 and blockchain-based technology corresponds to the vision we have for internet. As you might know or might not know, one of the first internet protocol was actually invented in France by a guy named Louis Pouzin at INRIA 50 years ago. Of course, internet has not developed exactly the way we thought it would be. And we are still attached to the concepts of interoperability, open source, and open access, which Web3 technologies provides the ability to do. That's why we deeply believe in the potential of Web3. And that's also why we've seen such a development of the ecosystem in France over the past couple of years. We have great places and moments. NFT Paris is one of those examples. 600 or 800 participants last year, perhaps 10,000 participants this year. We have great scientists and great talents. You might have heard that last year we had 1 field medal in math. We had 1 Nobel Prize in quantum physics. We have very strong engineering schools, very strong universities, a long tradition in cryptography. All this is the basis for the development of blockchain-based technologies, and we're going to keep supporting that as far as the government is concerned. So we have great moments and places. We have great science and talents. We have great companies. We have Ledger, we have Sorare, we have Ariani, we have the Sandbox, great and talented people that have taken their companies and their innovation worldwide. It's a great pride for us, but more importantly, it has triggered the development of a strong ecosystem of startups in France. And these global leaders are inspiring every day the creation and development of new startups in the space. So great science, great talents, great companies, but also great regulators, perhaps the greatest in the world, because a couple of years back, France was among the first countries in the world to invent a framework for a smart regulation of crypto assets, which is one component of Web3. This is the CASP, or the PSAN framework, that struck at the time the right balance between the protection of investors on the one hand and flexibility to allow for innovation on the other hand. And this has been very successful. We've had 60 players, among which global leaders registers as CASP in France, which is a testimony of the relevance of this regulation. But more importantly, Europe has used the French framework to establish the upcoming MiCA framework, which is going to create a single market for crypto assets in Europe starting from 2024. So this is a great satisfaction for us, because all the companies that have registered as CASP in France are going to be able to have a smooth transition to MiCA. And it's also a great pride to have inspired Europe in setting up a single digital market for Web3. And we are trying to be as smart in designing future regulation for other dimensions of Web3, such as NFTs and DeFi. And this is the reason why we are super happy and super excited about what's happening today and tomorrow here in the Grand Palais éphémère, because the presence of international players of the space in Paris, the excitement that we're already seeing in the alleys of the Salon is a testimony of the fact that the French ecosystem is here to stay and to grow. So I want once again to thank the organizers of this great event. Thank all of our foreign friends for their presence in Paris. Thank every one of you for your presence today. Enjoy Paris, enjoy the Salon, enjoy NFT Paris.